Hi, it's Wendy. I'm going to be showing you how to put together your Geoboard today. When you get your Geoboard Take and Make kit, inside will be a piece of styrofoam. We really like to recycle and we use our materials here at the library, so we have recycled this really nice, thick, sturdy pieces of styrofoam. You'll also receive little templates. There's a couple geometrical shapes and a grid that will be on that template, and along with that you'll get some loom bands and some little nails. So I'm going to go right down, turn my camera down and show you about our Geoboard. Geoboards are pretty cool because they are a really fun mathematical manipulative that's used to explore different basic concepts in geometry, like the perimeter and shapes and characters of a triangle or other polygons. And polygons are just flat 2D shapes with straight sides that are fully closed. They can have any number of different sides. So I think our smallest would be a triangle, and then you can go up to a pentagon or just any odd shapes that you can make that is a 2D straight edged, so it would not be a circle. And it's fully closed. So I'm using this really thin piece of styrofoam today because I don't want to use up the thick styrofoam. I'm going to go ahead and open up my nails and put them there and get my rubber bands ready. And I'll also show you this one. I had started, this was on that thin styrofoam also, but I did a couple stars. So this is just a shape, and it's really fun to play around with the colors of your bands and how many nails you want to connect. I could just do the outer rim of it if I wanted to, but it's pretty fun to connect them all and do different colors. I think they're pretty cool looking. So it's also fun to play with. Because I have not done this grid before, I'm going to do the grid down bottom. When you get this paper, you'll notice that there's always a dot in the middle and dots where all of these corners connect. And those would be the great places to put your nails into your board, but maybe a dot in the middle. So this one, it will be where the lines cross that you'll want to put your nails into. And you would lay it on top of your styrofoam. If you wanted to get the most of it, you can turn your styrofoam a certain direction so you can do one on one end, one on the other. So I'm going to turn this. Well, actually, just for this thin piece, I'm just going to do the one. So I'm going to do most of it, not the whole area, but, to begin, I'm going to use a pencil or a pen. And when I find my corner, I'm going to push it through and push it through. I even twirl it a little bit, it's down in there, because I'm hoping that it will leave just a little dot on my styrofoam, so I'll see exactly where to put my nails. This is all done by hand. You won't need any tools. Styrofoam is not that hard to push the nails into. So I'm just going to do a bunch of these. Where each, and actually even after I've used this grid, I can reuse it again on the other end or on a different side. Some of this styrofoam are great, you can use both sides. Pick the flattest side to begin. Geoboards are fun. Not only do they help you to learn some of the mathematical concepts in geometry, but you can learn about different shapes and similarities and counting and positions and just making designs. It's got a little bit of a creative flair to it. So I'm just going to do that many. Pull it away. You can see my little dots. Now, if this were thicker foam, mine's a little bit giving. You won't have so much of a problem with it. But you'll put your nails in. I think if you could put your nails in, I'm going to push it through a little bit further. I think that would be a good height. About 1/4 of an inch will be sticking up. So mine will only go so far because of the table. So we'll just push them in. And with the thicker styrofoam, just make sure that you're pushing them straight down. You want to be able to put these rubber bands on, and the tension of putting rubber bands on might try to pull the nails one way or the other. So you want to make sure your nails are straight into your styrofoam. And if you find that this is something that you really enjoy making or playing with, and creating different shapes, and there are geoboards for sale online. Some are not with rubber bands. I think they come with a different type, or you can just use plain elastics with the ones that are online. We're using these really small loom bands because they're small elastics, and we have small nails. So I'm getting there, folks. But you can purchase them online. You could even take a piece of wood at home and line up your dots and then hammer in nails, and that would be a very long-lasting type of geoboard. Of course, this is only styrofoam, so it won't last as long, but I think I'll do another row, and then that will be it. We'll see what I can come up with for a design. So these look like just straight rows, so it's neat to figure out, ooh, could I make a triangle even though these are straight? Can I make a square that's setting down at an angle maybe? Instead of just doing straight up and down my rows, maybe do it at an angle. Let's see. I'm going to just put a few more in and then we'll get going. So this is pretty simple. I think you'll find it's not a hard thing. It may take you a little time. Now, when we get to the rubber bands, you can decide if you want to try to make all colors for the outside of your shape the same or not. It's just a mix of colors, so I'm not going to go for that. But I am going to show you what I needed to do, especially with this thin styrofoam. When I first get my band, I want to pull it once. That helps it to stretch so that it's not going to hurt my geoboard later. So. Oh, so here's an easy triangle. I'm going to do one there, stretch it, and one there. And then stretch and do one here. There we go, that's my little triangle. I'm going to do a square, but at an angle. So let me come over here. Start here. Whoops, daisy. One. Pretty cool. And go down here and go down one level on that one also. Whoops. Doesn't need to be, there we go. Doesn't look like it's going to be a square, does it? But here we go, keep going. Stretch. Three. There we go, one more. And stretch. And it is a square or a diamond. So I'm surprised this is even working as well as it is because it is so thin in some places. But you will have a thicker, you know, you can make just any odd shape you want. Here we go, let's do this one. And I'm gonna go up 3, down 1, whoops. Stretch it, and then across. And then down. So imagine just even for playing around. Oh, that's a pretty close one. Maybe we won't even stretch that elastic. We'll just put it on so it's not loose. It's still a little loose because it's so close. The dots are close. Imagine you can even make a picture. Maybe you could draw a house. Not draw, but manipulate your elastics to form the shape of a house. Maybe this could be the boot, and you could make a robot, all different kinds of shapes. And it just ends up being really fun to play with. And when you're done, when you're careful, you can remove them. And I think the sturdy, thicker foam is going to be really great for being able to reuse these and gently take your elastics off. But I think one of the important tips would be is just make sure you stretch it once, and that makes it so they're easy to handle and take on and off. So hope you have fun with them. I think they're a pretty cool tool that you actually learn quite a bit with, but it's also fun. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.